Oh man, the salt was flowing on the last video I made yesterday. The comment section was electric with people using the word lad and scouser and Tory and the whole lot. Absolutely hysterical. Today I'm going to talk about this awesome Instagram channel called Uncle Dana. He does some really funny content, really good stuff. And today he's talking about a fantasy fight between the rising star versus the declining star of Paddy the Baddy Pimblett and Conor McGregor. And I think it's funny to even put the two of them in the same breath, but let's do it for the sake of this video. If you haven't subscribed already, maybe drop in there and do that. Drop a comment like yesterday, because yesterday's video was explosive with comments, and I appreciate everyone's comments, and I would have a conversation with everyone that comments, and I won't call people names the same way you called me names. I'll try not to do that anyway. I got called a Tory a lot yesterday, and just to be clear, going forward, I don't like Tories. I don't like Labour Party, I don't like Republicans, I don't like Democrats. The idea of being herded like sheep by a government who we put in power to serve us, and then they decide to put the boot heavily down on our necks. I have no interest in any sort of government. I'm governed by nobody. Just so we're clear. And in terms of Monty McCann and Paddy Pimblett, I said what I said. They're extremely annoying. I look across the internet, and it's kind of like the Joe Biden effect, really, where 81 million people voted, the most voted for president in the history of the United States of America, except for you can't see it anywhere on social media. It's not real. There's no supporters there. And the exact same thing with Paddy and Molly. It seems to be the UFC, the media shills, and the ex-fighters that are saying, oh my god, their energy is so great, man, isn't it just something to behold? And then you look around at the comment sections and it's pretty much exactly what I said yesterday. People are slamming their faces into their hands going, oh my god, this is disgusting. This is disgusting. People eating food and slobbering everywhere and screaming and shouting incoherently. That doesn't take away from Paddy being a really good fighter. That doesn't take away from Molly being a really good fighter. I said that in the video yesterday. But if you can't have an opinion, I see some people came on here, they were calling me racist. They wanted to fight me. One person kept insisting on me fighting him. Whatever, bro. So look, let's have a look at this one, because look, the comments already are funny. Conor by murder. LOL, come on. Annoying picking Paddy, has to be taking the piss. Conor isn't what he was, but Paddy gets smoked by the top 25 in lightweight. Do you agree with that? Do you think that Paddy would get smoked by anyone in the top 25 in lightweight? I don't know. I think he's pretty tenacious. Like that energy that he brings, he comes in there swinging hard. I think that he was really good against Levitt the other day. I think that Jordan Levitt deserves respect for the wrestling that he put on him to kind of tie him down, hold him up in that first round. Some people say that that first round went to Levitt. I think it was actually brilliant the way Paddy came out and fought through the adversity and actually won by submission. I think he's a legit fighter. I really, really do. I think he's a legit fighter, a really good fighter. Just extremely annoying. Am I allowed to say that on the internet? Am I allowed to say that in real life? You know, do we not have family members? Do we not have friends that we, okay, they're family, they're friends, but I don't really like you. Are we allowed to say that? Or do we have to keep our mouth shut and pretend? I think that's why we've gotten to this place in the world where we are, by keeping our mouth shut and not saying how we feel. It is what it is. And as I said, it's reciprocal. You want to jump on here and call me all these names? Fine. You want to jump on here and call me out? You want to fight me? Cool. Whatever it is, no problem with me. But if we were actually talking about the logistics of a Conor McGregor Paddy Pimblett fight, I don't think it would ever happen. I don't think Conor would ever fight someone like Paddy Pimblett, and that's been honest with you, because like this person said, once Paddy starts moving up the echelons in terms of like the quality of fighter, I think that he will get found out. I think that he will get hurt. He's been in trouble in almost all of his fights so far. And I think if the level of opponent was notched up, he'd be in trouble again, but I might be wrong. And someone said this in the video yesterday relating to my opinion on Nate Diaz having the ability to beat Khamzat. And they said, well, straight away we know you have no idea what you're talking about and you don't know anything about MMA. And I replied to that person, I reckon Molly could beat Khamzat the way he was fighting against Burns. Walking forward, flat-footed, throwing punches, being tanked out. And when it comes to fighting, anything can happen. So Paddy Pimblett could knock anybody out, and that's a fact. You throw that right hand with that tenacity, people will drop. But we are yet to see him against them upper echelon fighters, and I think that'll tell a story, and that's The best I can say about that. And again, the media are pushing this narrative and the UFC are allowing it. They want Paddy to be this big star, this big organic star. He isn't. It's manufactured. It's 100% manufactured. You know, Conor from the word go was organic. He just burst out of nowhere. He was talking shit, but he was walking into the ring and smoking people over and over again with the left hand. Paddy isn't doing that. He is winning, he is good, but he's not smoking people. And when you look at the reflection coming back from social media, people aren't buying into Paddy. You think that they are, and because he was in Liverpool. And again, I don't have a problem with anyone from Liverpool. The word Scouser was thrown at me a million times yesterday. I have absolutely no problem with anyone from anywhere. Didn't say fuck all about Scousers, don't know anyone from Liverpool, and that's it really. You know what I mean? I don't really have a problem there. It's the fact that the fights are happening in England. You know, you get this false dichotomy of a fan base. As I said, I'm not sure whether that fan base would translate into the American audiences. I could be wrong. You know, who knows? I could be wrong. But I do think it's highly disrespectful to put Conor McGregor and Paddy Pimblett in the same breath. But what happens as a result of the gaslighting and what happens as a result of media control is that not only do normie people believe everything that comes out of the TV or the social apps, but Paddy actually believes it. Because I've heard him saying that I'm bigger than Conor McGregor. And Molly definitely believes it, which is absolutely ludicrous. That's where we are with the whole situation. The bombshell that was dropped that these two could fight. Could these two fight? I don't know. Let me know your thoughts down below. And do me a favor, as I said, hit subscribe. Even if you want to hit subscribe and jump on here and throw abusive text messages and comments at me, you can do that as well. No problem.